Welcome to my video on graphing a quadratic function and its derivative. So in this video I want to take this function f of x is equal to x squared minus x minus 6, a simple quadratic, and then what I want to do is I want to take the derivative of it and then we're going to graph both of them. So that's the derivative with respect to x squared minus derivative dx. I've just factored these out using the sum and difference rule, and then I'm going to take the derivative of these using the power law. So the derivative of x squared is 2x, just taking the 2 out front and decrementing the coefficient 1. Derivative of dx is 1, and then minus the derivative of a constant is 0. So df of x is equal to 2x minus 1. So what we want to do next is we want to graph the function and then its derivative. And we're going to see how the derivative acts as the rate of change, help us understand the behavior of the function itself. Now what I've done here is I've put all the values in a spreadsheet and calculated. So there is our function f of x, and then there is dy dx, or df dx. And so let's just calculate one of those just to make sure we've got these right. First of all, there's the 24. Let's do that one. So that's going to be, putting that in the original, so it's minus 5 quantity squared, minus a minus 5, and then minus 6. So that is 25 plus 5 minus 6 is equal to 24. So that's the correct value. Now let's put it in the dy dx or df dx. So we've got 2 times minus 5 minus 1, that's equal to minus 10 minus 1 minus 11. So these two checked out. So I'm not going to bother to go through each individual one of those. You can do that. But I do want to plot them next, and then that way we kind of gain some understanding of how they function. Okay, from the values we determined in that chart, we need to probably have our x value go from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here's our x-axis. This is going to be our y-axis. And then that went from up to 24. So let's do it this way. Let's do 5, 10, 15, 20, and then 25. And then the negative went down just to minus 11, but that's okay. We're going to go down to minus 5 and minus 10 and minus 15. So there's going to be our graph. Now our first point at minus 5 was 24, so that's going to be about right there. And I will do those in red. So that was about there. Minus 4, we had 14. So 14 is going to be about right there. Minus 3, we had 6. So there's minus 3, we had a 6. And then at minus 2, we had 0. Minus 1, we had minus 4. There's the minus 1, we had a minus 4. And then at minus 6, we had a 0. No, I'm sorry, at 0, we had a minus 6. So there's that. And at 1, we had a minus 6 also, so it goes over to there. And then at 2, we had a minus 4, so there's 2, and we went to minus 4. 3, we had a 0. 4, we had a 6. And then 5, we had a 14. So let's see, that's going to go right there. Okay, so it looks like we've got a nice parabolic curve here. a parabola, that makes sense. Now let's think of this in terms of the rate of change. So this, we think of rise over run, so that's going to be a negative rate of change, negative, negative, and then negative because it's continuing to drop. So that's the rate of change to be negative. Not 100% sure what it's doing right there, but in this interval right here, it starts with going plus, plus, and plus, and plus because we're increasing in value. So our rate of change, the blue indicates rate of change. Just what we can tell by looking at the graph. Now let's go through and plot. We'll put this in a yellowish color, our actual function. So at minus 5 we had minus 11, so minus 5 we had minus 11, about right there. At minus 4 we had minus 9, there. And at minus 3 we had 7, minus 7, about there. And at minus 2 we had minus 5, that would be minus 5, and then at minus 1 we had minus 3, and then at minus 6, no, I'm sorry, at 0 we had minus 1, and at 1 we had 1, 2 we had 3, 3 we had 5, 4 we had 7, and at 5 we had 9. So, not a very good straight line, but that is the equation of a straight line. And so let's see if this makes sense. That's the df dx, or dy dx. That's our derivative function. And so it tells us the rate of change. So it's down the negative, down this portion it's negative, and just they come out negative values, so we can see that the red line is decreasing during that period. Now as it turns around, the slope turns positive, it just turns up, and then these all start becoming positive numbers here starting at 0. So that shows us how this is the actual function in red. There's our function. And then in the orange, there's our derivative. And so that shows the rate of change of the function itself and how to graph that. Well, I hope you got a little bit out of this and learned a little bit about plotting a function and the derivative and what that means. So thank you for watching.